Wong Kar-wai is in the mood for love is a tantalizing tale of forbidden romance, served with lush visuals, alluring soundtrack, and a great restraint, affirming that what can be seen is only half as exciting as what can be imagined. It's a story of Mrs. Chan and Mr. Chow, who are neighbors living in rented apartments, but gradually the two discover in a very interesting scene that their spouses are cheating on them by having an affair with each other. And then the mutual pain of loneliness and betrayal brings Mrs. Chan and Mr. Chow together. But what begins as a mere play act to discover how their spouse's affair may have sparked ultimately leads into sparking their own. But unlike the spouses, Mrs. Chan and Mr. Chow are bound by moral restraint that prevents them from acting upon their impulses. And this feeling of restraint is highlighted throughout the film by the settings, shots, and props, all of which adds to its oomph, making it 90 minutes of pure edging that never leads to consummation. In the very beginning of the film, we see Mrs. Chan and Mr. Chow shifting into a cramped, claustrophobic apartment. Besides being an authentic representation of the 1960s Hong Kong, the tight and cramped apartment also serves the purpose of creating the sense of restraint, since it limits the movements of the characters, resulting in several instances where they have to press their back on the wall for the other person to pass. Moreover, the two main characters are mostly shot in a tight frame within a frame, underlining how they feel trapped in their life and relationships. And even their inner desire for an escape is expressed with shots like these, where Mrs. Chan is staring outside of a window, signaling her desire to escape, or in another scene where she is staring at a barred window, suggesting her inability to escape. Likewise, there is a scene involving Mr. Chow, where he is smoking while working late in his office. The camera focuses completely on the freely flowing smoke that fills up the room, suggesting his desire to break free. The emphasis on restraint is also evident from Wong's excessive use of obstructed shots throughout the film, where an obstacle in between, such as door, walls, and in this case bars, prevents us from a full view of the two main characters. And if you notice the scenes involving the spouses of Mrs. Chan and Mr. Chow, although we can hear their voices, but we never get to see their faces, which further creates this feeling of restraint and distance. Speaking of the spouses and the distance, there are only one or two brief scenes where the couples are physically together, whereas in the rest of the film, whenever Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan are talking with their respective spouses, they are talking through a telephone. Thus, it serves as a symbol of communication restraint between the spouses. In fact, when Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan gradually fall for each other, they do their best to restrain the feeling by not seeing each other frequently. But interestingly, to ease their longing for each other, they agree to call each other every now and then through telephone, but never answer it. Instead, they let it ring 3 times before hanging up as a sign that they called. Quite like the telephone, another symbol of restraint in the film is the dress worn by Mrs. Chan. From beginning to the end, we only see Mrs. Chan in a chuangzam. The tight and closely sewn dress not only serves as a symbol of beauty and elegance, but also restraint, since the tight making of chuangzam limits the movement of the person wearing it, which is evident from Mrs. Chan's postures and actions, thus reflecting her restraint on her feelings for Mr. Chow.